Hey there, Ralph Harris here. Does love drive you crazy, a little bit insane? The love we most often experience is a love which is stirred up, a love that is awakened within us by the beauty or wonder of someone or something in some cases. You know how this goes. For me, I might see a sleek and gorgeous car, and my inner car lover is ignited. I so badly want a Porsche Panamera. I've got to have one. Do you know what I mean? Some of you do. I've been captivated also by the beauty of a woman. I thought she just had to be the very best thing in this world. She made me feel so good. So the only question I had was, how can I make her mine? And that's the result of this world's common love. It wants to possess the object of its affection because it feels so good having it. That kind of love is found when the object of desire elicits it or earns it, and if all goes well, keeps earning it. Well, there's a lot of pressure involved in that kind of love. I'll bet you know about that. And a lot of maintenance, a lot of work has to go on in order to stay in love. You know a good deal about that kind of love, and probably have even experienced it toward God. You know how this goes. When things are going well in life, when we get a promotion at work, when we get that car we prayed about, or that boyfriend or girlfriend we've been praying for and wanted, then he's being so good to us. We just love him so much. He's earned it. But when life isn't going so well, when we lose a job, or maybe get in a car accident, or a relationship ends, what then? We likely become suspicious that something has gone very wrong somewhere, somehow, and our passion for God isn't kindled by him because his behavior toward us isn't earning it. Does that make sense? Or at least that's what we believe. And the only heat we may feel is anger or fear. And we wonder what happened to love because ours just isn't like it was. It's not fired up. But God doesn't love us at all like the world does. God's love toward us is never stirred up. It's never called out in him or awakened by a lovely or likable or a really obedient person. Doesn't happen. He's never impressed in such a way that, wow, I just have to make you mine. I just have to win that guy. God doesn't have love like that. God is never surprised by love. God doesn't calculate or strategize about how he might get love because he's running low on love today or this week even. He is love. And love is lavished upon you and me at all times. Know it or not. Deserve it or not. Always we can turn to him and find love. He loves us perfectly, constantly, regardless of our behavior. We'll never deserve love and therefore have to keep earning it. And we'll never lose love and therefore have to work to get it back again. Believing that his love is like that, believing that he is like that toward you, is, I think, the most vital ingredient of life, of all of it. It's what keeps your motor running. It's the thing that keeps your heart beating and longing for expression. God's love toward you will never be if and then. In other words, if you do right, then I will love you. It won't be like that ever. God's love is always because and therefore. In other words, because I love you so, therefore I sent my son. Therefore I gave, and therefore I keep giving. God keeps you in love and offers perfect grace to you every day, at all times, to everyone, like it or not. Embrace it or turn away, fail or succeed. It will not determine him or his behavior. It won't change him. Love is always on with God. My hope for you today is that doubts about God, fears about how he feels toward you, You know those things that become inside stop signs in your head might just lay down. And then the love he has for you, which is always on, might become the thrill and the certainty of your heart, even becoming the motivation for it. Wouldn't that be great? 1 John chapter 4 says this, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins." That's love. And you've got it with him. Thanks for watching today.